Welcome to the review of Pikes Peak. Pikes Peak is a wonderful hike that is started or accessed via Barr Trail, which is 3.1 mile, or this trail that you're looking at, which is Manitou Incline, 0.8 of a mile of steps straight up the mountain. That is amazing. Go and watch that video also. This one is going to move on to the Pikes Peak review, which is 13 miles in each direction. Enjoy. So from the top of Manitou Incline, seems like the most direct route is the Fremont Experimental Forest Road. So instead of following the signs, which brings you down a bunch of switchbacks, and then you'd have to reclimb to get back up to the Pikes Peak Trail, Fremont Experimental Forest stays up almost straight up from the Manitou Incline and veers just a little left. But it's been great. See, nice trail. It's about 0.7, a couple hundred feet of gain is all, which is sad because we've still got about 5,000 to go to get to the top. But this has been an amazing trail. Get some calories in you, stay hydrated, and took us about an hour and 10 minutes to get up the incline. So we were stopping for me a bunch, but it was a blast. One of the neat things about this view of Pikes Peak is that you can actually make out the visitor center at the top. So this trail, until about the last 4.5 miles, is super shaded, nice and soft, not a ton of rocks in the trail, which makes it a good descent, and has a lot of this type of signage that shows distances back and distances forward. It's amazing. So at about 5.5 miles, you can hear some kind of substantial river. So if you needed to filter water, you could do that for sure. It's at the point of Mountain View Trail to Cog Railway. There's the sign for it. All right, so about at mile 6, here's the sign for Barr Camp. Pretty cool place. One thing you should really know is that Barr Camp is about the halfway mark. It's a good place to turn around. It's also a good place if you have a little extra cash to buy some soda or a little bit of food they've got there. And if you reserve it, you can actually camp out at Barr Camp. A lot of people camp there and make this a 2-day adventure. So stop by Barr Camp. Sometimes they have a little free stuff for you, like we got some garlic bread and orange they gave you. But it is really a neat camp. At this point, if you're still feeling fresh and want to add 2 to 4 more miles, you can do Bottomless Pit in addition to Pikes Peak. getting close to the tree line. You can see behind me, not many trees that are taller than us. We're gonna show you this beautiful sight just up there. About 1 to 2 miles after Barr Camp, if you can't get in there, you can also camp out at Timberline Shelter. There's actually a building there. There's some stream water that you could filter off. It's one of the last places to be able to filter water as well. So keep that in mind. And as the sign says, if you aren't prepared to do some healthy distance beyond this spot, this is a good place to turn around. It's at about this location above the tree line where you get some amazing views, but it also starts getting substantially rockier and definitively harder and steeper. One thing that we weren't quite prepared for is the fact that you've got roughly at this point about 70 switchbacks. So they get really small and really steep and really fast at the very top, but you've got a healthy chunk of switchbacks across this face of this mountain and then up a couloir-esque kind of ravine at the very top. So prepare yourself for that. One thing I really want to emphasize is please make sure you have enough water and enough nutrition, as we ran into a couple about 3 miles from the top when we were coming down that had run out of water a while back and they were in bad shape. So please bring enough water and make sure that you're ready to be able to do this kind of elevation gain and this kind of distance. Okay, so we're gonna actually take some, what's it called?
It's boost oxygen.
Boost oxygen. We have 1 mile till the top, about 850 feet until the top. We're gonna see, kind of test out this boost oxygen just to see if it helps, if it doesn't help, what it does to us. We figure we can drag our dead carcasses to the top if we need to. Are you gonna talk like a high-pitched bunny rabbit? I guess that's not oxygen.
So you put it.
You didn't get lightheaded, did you?
Just over your mouth. No, but I did have like my eyes kind of flashed.
Really?
Like, whoa.
This will boost oxygen. Let's see what it does. I think honestly it helped probably for about 10 minutes. And we actually found a lot of people that had been using it. In fact, some people were using it every few minutes and found that it helped them. I think it's up to the person, depends on the person and how you deal with, how your body deals with altitude and acclimation to that. So it is a good thing, and I think to carry with you just in case. I'm not exactly sure why they call it the 16 Golden Stairs, because there's probably 30 or 40 at this point, but maybe someone can look that up. They do go right up this kind of ravine right here. Thank you for joining us, Ultralights. This is one of the unique 14ers where you can take a train to the top or drive to the top of a 14,115 foot peak. Right here in the video is where you come up from the trail, where your family can watch you from up above. You can eat lunch at the restaurant at the visitor center, and there's amazing vistas and overlooks all around. Thanks for joining us. Come back for another hike review with Plus Ultra.